Today on Impact, Elon Musk showcases his artificial intelligence, his AI-powered brain implant in live pigs. Oh, it is upon us. It is upon us already. Described as, quote, like a Fitbit for your brain, Elon Musk conducted a live demonstration of a device created by his brain-machine interface startup Neuralink. The coin-sized chip plans to link computers to human brains to help address neurological diseases and injuries. For now. So let's actually take a look at the next. All right. And this is from Vox. So this is a little bit more context with the article. Let me just zoom out. My zoom game is strong. Elon Musk is one step closer to connecting a computer to your brain. So this is like, and he said before when he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he's talked about this before, that humans are essentially cyborgs right now. Because, for example, holding a phone, it makes you a cyborg. And I like this concept. I mean, it makes sense. And it's really relatable because we all have a cell phone. It makes you able to access information faster. So what's the difference between holding a phone, using voice to text, talking to Siri, like doing these things, and then just thinking it and having it happen, right? Very interesting. A very interesting way to explain how we are cyborgs just by using a cellular device. So at an event on Friday, he revealed more details about his mysterious neuroscience company, Neuralink, and its plans to connect computers to human brains. The presentation was expected to demonstrate the second version of a small robotic device that inserts tiny electrode threads through the skull and into the brain. Musk said ahead of the event he would show neurons firing in real time, the Matrix in the Matrix. And he did just that. At the event, he showed off several pigs that had prototypes of the Neuralinks implanted in their head and machinery that was tracking those pigs' brain activity in real time. Far out. The billionaire also announced the Food and Drug Administration had awarded the company a breakthrough device authorization, which can help expedite research on a medical device. So this has a lot of potential to help people with neurological diseases. But that's the foot in the door. But that's where it should be. It shouldn't be to create a superhuman. Let's fix things in people that need fixing. Like, this can be huge. And neurological, like the brain is something that we know so little about. People really think we know so much about the brain. We don't. We really don't. I mean, we don't know much about many things. We think we know a lot more than we do. Or the majority, the public, thinks that humans know more than we. The more you learn, the more you read, the more you research, the more you listen to podcasts and read books and talk to people that are much smarter than you, it's like, oh my God. So when people just act so finitely, when they know things, it's scary. Because, like myself, like I know better. I know we don't know a lot of stuff. And the more you experience life, the more you realize, oh shit, tip of the iceberg, right? But, we have to move forward. So let's see, let's go through here. Neuralink in particular aims to build an incredibly powerful brain-machine interface, a device with the power to handle lots of data that could be inserted in a relatively simple surgery. So it'll probably take, what I've heard him say before is it takes a space or a place in your skull, like it just kind of gets implanted here, so it's part of your skull, but then has electrodes in, and it can be removed. Let's see. A relatively simple surgery. Its short-term goal is to build a device that can help people with specific health conditions. Let's see down here. Next paragraph. The actual status of Neuralink's research has been somewhat murky, and Friday's big announcement happened as ex-employees complain of internal chaos at the company. Musk has already said the project allowed a monkey to control a computer device with its mind. And as the New York Times reported in 2019, Neuralink had demonstrated a system with 1,500 electrodes connected to a lab rat. Since then, Musk has hinted at the company's progress, though those involved have generally been close-lipped about the status of the research. How does this guy do all this stuff? How does he get away with this? How does he get away with all this animal testing and stuff? Like, man. He's got like his finger on the button. He just does what he wants. I'm just going to drill underground. I'm just going to go to space. You want to ride, NASA? I'll give you a ride on my rocket. I'm going to send a rocket. I'm going to send a Tesla to Mars. Fuck it. I got that kind of money and time. Musk opened Friday's event by emphasizing the wide variety of spinal and neurological conditions, including seizures, paralysis, brain damage, and depression, that Neuralink technology could help treat. These can all be solved with an implantable Neuralink, said Musk. The neurons are like wiring, and you kind of need an electronic thing to solve an electronic problem. Interesting. So seizures, paralysis, brain damage, depression, I think we can all agree these are major issues that people deal with in this country, that in the world, that this can help. So we're all hoping, I mean, if you're a human and you care about other humans, you should hope that this is successful because it could help a lot of people. He continues, it's worth highlighting that Musk wants Neuralink to do far more than treat specific health conditions. He sees the technology as an opportunity to build a widely available brain-computer interface for consumers, which he thinks could help humans keep pace with increasingly powerful artificial intelligence. So as we create more complicated AI and more intelligent AI, we need to improve our own understanding so we can stay on top of it. We just have to make sure we build in those fail-safes so it doesn't turn into Skynet. Neuralink's research already foreshadows how this technology could one day change life as we know it. At the same time, it's a reminder that the potential eventual merging of humans with computers is destined to introduce a wide range of ethical and social questions that we should probably start thinking about now. No shit. All right. And then it continues to give a little more details and background, and it goes deep. It goes deep on this. We'll go through a couple other aspects because it's a pretty long article. But these incredibly tiny wires, which are thinner than a strand of human hair. One of the major barriers is actually getting them past the skull and into the brain. That's why Neuralink is also developing an incredibly small robot that connects the electrode to humans through surgery that's about as intensive as a LASIK eye procedure, which is pretty much in and out. You know, you have to get someone to pick you up and drive you back, but then you're fine. On Friday, he outlined how the company hopes to do the procedure without general anesthesia in a single-day hospital stay. That's the goal, at least, and it would represent a huge leap forward from previous brain-machine interfaces, which have required more invasive surgeries. The brain itself uses certain frequencies and certain kinds of electrical thresholding to communicate with itself. Williams explained, your brain is a series of circuits that kind of intercommunicate and communicate between themselves. And Nolan Williams, the director of Stanford's Brain Stimulation Lab, was the one quoted there. Let's just go through a little bit more. Kind of got some cool pictures, but it says here, a brain-machine interface can use the electricity the brain already uses to function, along with a series of electrodes to connect the brain with a machine. Neuralink cites previous examples in which humans have used electrodes to control cursors and robotic limbs with their minds as the basis for its system, but what's novel about Neuralink's plan is making the process of connecting a device with the brain minimal. While also massively increasing the number of electrodes engaged, the company wants to make brain-machine interfaces not only easier to install, but also more powerful. So, it is happening. It is happening. It is coming. What do you think about this, fam? What do you think? Drop a comment down below. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Would you get a Neuralink implanted? I mean, my iPhone's technically a Neuralink. It's just a slower Neuralink. And that's how he's explained it, which is very interesting. It's very interesting with how he explains it, because if you think about it, this is when you put in your AirPods or your headphones, you're communicating with voice to text. It's just a slower form of it. Using your fingers is different than just thinking it. So if you have some kind of chip or some kind of electrodes or some kind of implant that is going to translate that information faster to the point where you don't necessarily have to translate it through your fingers, you know, people are always weirded out. Can you imagine talking about, hey, you're going to talk to someone on a screen, you're not going to have to see them in person, and be like, oh, that's weird, that's weird. People do it all the time now. It always seems weird. So it's really hard to be one of those people and stay as one of those people that, okay, this is going to be something that I'm going to use. This is going to be something that my kids are going to use. Oh, mommy, daddy, can I get Neuralink? No, not until you're 14. Oh, come on, dad, you promised. No. right? This could be something that kids want. But Tammy has Neuralink. You're just gonna be doing Snapchats or who knows, TikTok and just going, or just thinking about it and doing this. And I don't know. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on being a cyborg? What are your thoughts on being a cyborg already? What are your thoughts about actually already being a cyborg, already having a Neuralink, essentially? What are your thoughts on that? Drop a comment down below. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks for checking out this impact, and I'll see you soon.